Good morning. Hello, welcome back. My name is Greg, Soul Searching Gaijin. Today I'm going to, at the request of a subscriber, I'm going to go over how to save a sample that you import into the Texture Lab, how to create a pattern, save a pattern, without worrying about overwriting the factory presets. This piece of equipment is probably the one I know the least in my studio, and this is not a tutorial channel. I'm just basically you're hanging out with a friend and we're going to learn this thing together. So if you're looking for that, I would go check out Chris Lody's channel on YouTube. He does amazing tutorials on Texture Lab. That's where I'm going for this information to learn it. I just want to share a little bit and try to help his brother out who reached out to me the other day and was like, I'm getting one Friday. Can you tell me how to do this? And I couldn't quite figure it out off the top of my head, so I figured I'd plug it in and then just do a little video about it. So I'm gonna fumble through things. Like I said, this is not a big tutorial channel. If you're looking for that, this is probably not the video for you. So if you do stick around on your own accord and you get frustrated, that's your fault. I'm telling you straight from the gate. I'm not real great with this thing, but I do know how to do some stuff, and we're going to go over that today. So if you want to do the whole thumbs down, you know where to put it. I really don't care. It's my prerogative. All right, so let's see if we can have a little bit of fun and learn a little bit. I have the black box hooked up over here. Oh, and by the way, it wouldn't be a YouTube tutorial, quasi-tutorial video, if I didn't have the obligatory little extra things in the scene. See if you can figure out what I'm going to do with this. It's a little hint. I'm sure you probably can figure it out. Not a big deal. So I ramble so much all the time. Jeez. So I have a black box hooked up over here, which I have some sounds in. I think I'm just going to sample that one. So Texture Lab, this is it. So what we're going to do first is to sample into this guy, I'm going to first go to a new pattern, okay, which has nothing in it. So I hit the pattern button and then the lights light up over here. Right now, if you see this, that's bank 1. Click it again, that's bank 5. That's bank 6. Again, that's bank 2, bank 3, bank 7, bank 8, bank 4. We're going into bank 2, okay? And I have 2 patterns in here that I did before this video just to try to see if I could get things, figure out at least how to do this so I don't fumble my way completely through it. So I'm going to go to 3. So now I'm on pattern bank 2, pattern 3. I'm fine with that. And now we're going to try to record something. So if I hit function and sample, okay, now it looks like we're ready to go. So if I just press the sample button one more time, see it says record, it's waiting for a signal. And you can see it's recording now. It's a 6-second sample and boom, it's done. So now if I hit OK, it's going to say, where do you want to save it to? So I'm going to use this knob over here. And I'm going to, as you can see in the beginning, these are a bunch of all your presets, right? So I'm going to come over to sample 17. I have something in. Sample 18, I have something in there, my previous 2 patterns. Sample 19, I have nothing in. So I'm going to hit OK. And it's going to do this little thing and then say done. So now, why am I not hearing the sample? Okay, so now I need to, I'm on pattern 3, so I need to select the sound I just used. And they're all the same sample. That's kind of, well, because that's what I did. Interesting. Okay, okay, so I wonder if this thing saves preset, these settings for each. I'm not quite sure how that. No. Okay, so here we go. So let's mess around a little bit, right? So let's just play with the sound. And let's, I don't know, we're just playing around again. Blends. Let's add some shimmer to it. It's already on there. Let's add some reverb, a ton of it. It's already on there. Add some release. So release is working. Okay. How about resonance? Let's see if resonance works. Okay, there's nothing going on with resonance. So if I hit function filter, now we're on low pass filter. Okay, that's a little bit better. So now, cut off. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Length. A little gritty, a little dark. Once again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around, learning as I go. Oh, that sounds a little better. Okay, I can work with that sound. I won't try to take up too much time. So let's go, now we have a sound. Let's go to pattern. We're on pattern 3. Okay, that's great. So let's try to record some type of pattern. So let's set up our pattern. So we go to function, length, and I use the value knob over here. I'm just going to do one measure 16. And I'm going to do function note and use the value knob again. And I'm going to do quarter notes. And I'm going to do turn on my metronome, function metronome on. And I'm going to go to function settings of the metronome, volume, pre-count, 4 beats. Perfect. So if I hit play, we're moving, clicking quarter notes, and this should just stay right here because we're only doing one measure, which is great. So now let's just hit record and nice. Okay, so we're there. Beautiful. Let's do function metronome, and it's off now. So let's hit play. Very nice. I turn my release down. Release all the way up. Now we're just playing with some stuff. Let's go back to there. I'm fine with that. Okay, cool. So at this point, we have a tiny little pattern put in. And since this is just about recording and saving samples and patterns, we already saved the sample, so I'm going to do function pattern. And when you hold the function down, it does pattern save. And it's saying, where do you want to save it? I'm going to push pattern 2, because we're already on that, and sorry, bank 2, pattern 3. So I just push that and boom, it says done. Beautiful. So now if I hit play, plays our pattern back. We can tweak, do whatever we want. So to load another pattern, I'm going to hit pattern. Boom. Now I'm in. Also, I'm still in bank 2, and now I'm on pattern 2. This is the same exact sample, just with a little bit different pattern and some different settings that I did right before this video, okay? And I think it's just one measure long, okay? So we hit stop, let's go to pattern, press 1, now we're in bank 2, pattern 1, let's hit play. Once again, same exact sample from the black box, just with a little bit different settings. And this is 2 measures long. You can see now we're over here. And this should jump back to here. There we go. So 2 measures long. So let's go over all of this again. If you want to, first thing I would do is come to function. Well, no, hit pattern. What pattern do you want? I know pattern. Okay, so over here, this is how we can choose our banks again. Bank 1, bank 2, 3, 4. We're going to go, and if you double click it, there's 2 layers to this. So that's bank 5, bank 6, 7, and 8. But we just want to go into bank 2. I have patterns in 1, 2, and 3. So now I'm going to click 4. So this, if I hit play, that's an empty pattern. Great. So before we record, why don't we set up how long the pattern is? Go over that again. So we hit function, length, use the value knob. It could be whatever you want it to be. Once again, I did a video on how to make really long patterns on ambient 0, and that goes over this really well, because this can be very confusing. I'll be completely honest, because you can make ginormously long patterns depending on the next step, which is function note. So do you want the note to be quarter note? If so, it's going to click like a normal metronome would on your quarter notes. You can have it go all the way down to, where are we at? Quarter notes, half notes, whole notes. So it looks like this only goes to whole notes, which is fine. But we're going to do quarter notes, okay? And you select what you want. Then I would say next thing that I would do is function metronome, and it can be on. Well, you can change the way the metronome clicks. I want it to click quarter notes. So off, on, easy. And then I'm going to hit function setting next to the metronome, and that's going to give me my volume, because first time I tried to get the metronome, I couldn't hear anything. So if you turn it up to 16, it's going to blow your ears out. So I don't know, have it down a little bit. And then if you hit function metronome, no, let's see, setting, there you go. There's a few settings for the metronome. Pre-count is what I want. Let's see if we can get that again so you can see it. Volume, pre-count. So you can have it click as many times as you want. I have it giving me 4 clicks, 1 measure before we start. Okay, so great. That's our pattern set up. Now I want to sample something. So I go to function, sample. Okay, and all I have to do at this point, I can hit anything in here, and it's going to show your volume level. Okay, so you can do one of 2 things. You can either adjust your volume level on your machine that you're sending in here, or you can go to function line in and adjust the gain here. Okay, so once you get your level set, we're over here, the sampling button is flashing. So if I press it one more time, well, there's another thing that I have set up. Where's record settings? So we're going to go function record settings. So this is record source. Record source can be line in or pattern. We're going to leave it on line in because we're recording from an external device. Or you could put it on pattern and resample something that's already in here if you wanted to. We're leaving it on line in. Function record settings again, and that means auto level. So I can turn it all the way to off, meaning it's not going to record until I hit the button. Or if I set this is my threshold. So once I hit this threshold here, I'm going to turn it all the way down to -60, meaning the moment I hit something in here and it detects information, once I'm in, press the record button, it's just going to start sampling. So I hit record, nothing's happening yet. Great. I hit my pad, and now we're recording, and you're seeing the length of the sample. There are 6 seconds. Okay, so great. We're there. I have that in there now. So if I want to save it once again, we're going to hit we're going to hit OK. Now it's asking me where do I want to save it to. So I'm going to use this source selector over here. These are preset sounds. I don't want to save it to any of my preset sounds. I don't want to overwrite them. So my last sample that I saved, I did 17, 18, 19. So we're going to go to 20. And we're going to hit OK again. And boom, now we're done. So now you're like, why don't I hear it? One more time, we'll repeat. So now you have to select the sample you want to use in that pattern. And there it is. And now we can do stuff like play with our... Okay, so once again, see how this says off when I go to filter? So if I hit function and filter, it's weird that you have to turn these on. Where's filter? Over here, 13. And I'm going to put low pass filter on. There we go. That's what I want, something mellow. Now I can adjust my filter. I want something nice and mellow. I can play with the speed. I think I went to 32. It doesn't matter. Let's just stay straight at 0 here. Blend knob, density, timing. Whoa. Now this is for a whole nother day. I'm leaving this up to you. This is where the fun comes. Play around with these knobs. Watch Chris Lody's tutorial and you'll understand them a lot better. And I've seen a few other tutorials that really go over this section in depth and how to do all the mods and the grain randomization, all kinds of stuff that this thing will do. I'm just literally scratching the surface. So I hope that that helped. So once again, let's just review. We do pattern 1. Let's hit play. Okay. There's pattern number 1, beautiful. Go to pattern 2. Okay, that's the second pattern. Nice. Let's go to pattern 3. Okay, that's pattern 3. Let's go to pattern 4. And I didn't put anything in there. But did it remember? No, it didn't even, see, since I flipped off to the other pattern, it didn't even remember my sounds. So I want to go back to my new sounds. And we're going to hit function save, saying where do you want it? So for the hell of it, I'm going to say, what if I want to go to bank 3? I click on 3, bank 7, bank 8, bank 4. Let's go to bank 3 and hit 1. Pattern 1, done. So now, if I load pattern, bank 2, 1. Gotcha. So I go pattern, bank 3, pattern 1, and boom. But my sound's there because I saved it. Great. So now it's just a matter of setting up your pattern again, like we went over, recording what you want to record, and then don't forget to function save and then put it in the proper place. So I hope this helped. And yeah, this was just a quick little one. And all right, guys, you have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.